Hello and welcome to Blockchain Silver, the place where we analyze what in the world is going on in crypto. Today we're going to talk about Zcash. Should you own any Zcash? Warning, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It is best to do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and invest based on your opinion of the market. Cryptocurrency markets are highly speculative and may lose value. Be safe out there. So here is Zcash over time, and it's been maintaining some volume, which is good. It looks like it had a high about when the other ones did in June. Then it's came down. That's pretty normal, but the main thing is it's got volume. It reached a high. It had a market extreme on January 7th, 2018. It reached the $900 plus area. And its bottoms during the 2017 was, I think it was around about $30. So it did about a 30x move from the bottom to the top. I did own some Zcash at one time. I don't own any currently. I'm not planning on buying any. I had a subscriber that was interested in learning a little more about it. And so with Zcash here, this is 2019. This would have been the December 15th low for most of the coins. Zcash had its low on February 6th. There were a few other altcoins that did the same, and I want to say Ripple was one of them. Most everything bottomed out on December 15th, almost about a year later from the 2017 high, early 2018 high. And so with Zcash, though, it had a run from about $46 to, I want to say it was about $122, $123. Representing about a 2.62 move. And so February 6th, 2019, that would have been its low, 46.58. A lot of the sellers were gone. Now you had more buyers than sellers. So that was it. It pretty much started going up from there. And then hit its high on the 26th of June with a lot of the other altcoins and Bitcoin. Went to 122.02. Had about a 2.62x run. So now Bitcoin had a 4.43, and Bitcoin didn't do anything for pretty much about January and February. Ultimately went to 13,840, then came down to 3122. I'm sorry. Started out at 3122 and then ultimately went up to 13,840. A lot of the other altcoins, Bitcoin Cash did a 7.0x run. Litecoin did a 6.4. EOS did a 5.7. Ethereum Classic was one of the low performers, did a 3.0. And Zcash did a 2.6x move. So not that impressive. Could it still have a comeback? It could. I look at price. All I look at really is price and history, because I believe that price is the net aggregate opinion of the market. The price is what everybody is thinking. If somebody feels particularly bullish about something, if they think prices are going to go up, then they'll buy. If they think they're going to come down, they'll sell. You get more buyers, prices go higher. You get more sellers, prices go lower. And so Zcash, just the net aggregate opinion about Zcash is that a lot of the top alts and Bitcoin, people feel more bullish about those than they do about Zcash. And so like I said, this don't mean that it couldn't make a comeback, because they can. It is possible. It just could have had a bad 6 months. Coins can have a bad year. It can happen. But normally the whole market will move together. And this isn't just the cryptocurrency markets. This is any market. The construction market will move together. The automotive market will move together. Real estate will move together. Commodities like corn and soybeans, they will usually move together. It's not uncommon for stuff to move together. And so let's take a look at Zcash. Okay, this was the bottom or the lows of 2017. About 20, I think I seen 20, about $27. And it's not going to catch up there, but as you can see, this would be 1,000 here, 600, 800, 1,000, about in the half area. I showed like 900. And so let's look at a market extreme. Oh, and also on September 26th, Zcash logged a low of 36.93. The February 6th low was 46.58. So it actually washed away all of its gains. And so you'd have been further ahead just to stay in Bitcoin. Bitcoin, let's remember, at this time was 31.22. Or even just not at this time, but it was between 3,000 and 4,000. And today it's 8,300. So it's almost double. And then you got Zcash, which is less than what its low was. And so you'd have been further ahead just sticking in Bitcoin. Even Litecoin is almost about double of what its low was. And even EOS, Litecoin had a halving, so I would agree that, maybe that's not good information. But even EOS was like $1.57 on December 15th, and now it's about $3, little over $3. So even EOS now is still double. And so the net aggregate opinion about Zcash, the market's net aggregate opinion, is that there's still more sellers than buyers. And so we only have one market extreme to go off of. There are a few others. You could say the June 26th is a market extreme. But let's look at an absolute market extreme. This would be January 7th, 2018. Zcash was at 940. And Bitcoin was at 16,781. And so Bitcoin on January 7th, this here is Bitcoin trading at 85.53. Today's October 10th, 2019. So January 7th, 16,781. Zcash 37.62. January 7th, 940. So 16,781, 940. That was about a 17.84 to 1 ratio. So it only took 17 Zcash to get 1 Bitcoin. And so today's ratio is a 227 to 1. And so really, no matter how you cut it, Zcash is just slowly and steadily, it's been losing to Bitcoin and the top altcoins. And so will it continue that? It's hard to say. What will it go to? It's just because it's steadily been losing, I don't even really want to say. I know that if it did that same ratio again, or if you just took today's market price at $36 times about a 43x gain, it could surpass its old high, but it's really just too early to tell with Zcash. And so currently, with Zcash, I'm not a hodler of Zcash. Just because it underperformed Bitcoin and the top altcoins, I don't recommend it. The altcoins that I like and that I stick to are Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, EOS, Ripple, Stellar, Ethereum Classic, and Ethereum. It's not particularly in that order. Sometimes I'm a little bullish on Bitcoin Cash. I was real bullish on Litecoin from January to about April, May timeframe. I knew that it was going to max out. I'm still a long-term bull on Litecoin. I love Litecoin. Bitcoin and Cash and Litecoin, they're probably my most favorite altcoins of all time. And it depends on what day you catch me, but there's some days where Litecoin is my favorite coin of all time. And so I believe you can't go wrong with these. Will that change in the future? It could. And so all I'm getting at is if you like Zcash, there are some coins I know that'll just resonate with people. Hey, if you like it, buy it. I'm not currently a hodler. I don't recommend it. But if you do like it, buy it. And like I always say, just be careful out there. That's all we can do, and just wait and see what happens. So that's it for today. If you liked the video, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I want to thank you for coming over to Blockchain Silver, and remember to stay safe out there.